to grow to the point where I could do it full time. So, and then fast forward 10 years from that point, and this is where we're at now. So, custom chess. But I've always wanted to make a custom chess set. One of these days we'll make that happen. It's always been an appealing project idea to me. Hey, what's up, Mr. Steve? Hey, well, look at that. You're thinking on your feet, Mr. Bio. Figured it out. So that's how it is, man. That's just life. Unpredictable sometimes. You know, it's funny because there was a time for me.
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, Emma.
Daddy, kiss.
You want to give me a kiss? So you're just trying to give me a kiss to get into the workshop? Yeah, she said, yeah. You can't sculpt her. Daddy's working right now. I'm working.
Daddy's helping to play.
Yeah. Maybe later. You can sculpt later. Emma can sculpt later. Just give me the slow blink.
Daddy got a dirty foot.
I got a dirty foot? No way. My feet are not dirty. Hold on. Alright. She's down the downward slope of emotion right now. Hold on 1 second. Anyways, what I was saying was, in my earlier years when I was up and coming as like I'm doing my own thing as an artist, making ends meet, surviving essentially. There was some pretty rough roads, and there was a part of me that always desired that, like, oh, I'm just gonna do this until I can grow my skills enough to be able to go get like a job working for somebody. That's what I wanted earlier on, but I kept meeting people that were in the industry, you know, and like working alongside them for certain things, like my teaching job and stuff like that. And I started to realize that they wanted what I had, you know. They wanted to be working for themselves, you know, doing whatever they wanted. And so it really got me to look at it from a different angle and realize that, you know, that this is the better position to be in, because just like what you experienced there, Bio, all of a sudden bankruptcy, and you gotta figure it out. Yeah, here you go, figure it out. See you later, buddy. But I can never be fired from myself, you know what I'm saying? So it seems like the other side of the fence is the job security, right? Because you get your that's what you think. You get your benefits, you know, it seems pretty stable, you're locked in, you're getting paychecks every 2 weeks. But in reality, it could be just like that, you know, and poof, gone. So I fired myself from jobs before. But for me, you know, like, that can't happen, you know, or if something was happening on that type of scope, I would know about it ahead of time, you know, so, because I'm the only one in the driver's seat over here. Well, not the only one, but You get what I mean, but that's good. That's good that you got things figured out. And to be honest, even if you got in a position where you couldn't resub bio, that's all right. I would not hold it against anybody. That's one of the rules, is you have to take care of yourself before you can take care of other people. So to take the shirt off of your own back to give it to somebody else, well, guess what? Now you need a shirt, you know. So, and somebody else has to give you their shirt. So you have to take care of yourself before you can take care of others. So. Entrepreneurship is the way to go. Yeah. So I mean, it was an interesting process going through that realization, because like I said, I was always like, man, I would love to have a consistent paycheck and benefits, and you know, not have the weight of the whole, essentially your whole world, the whole weight of it's on yourself and nobody else, you know. It was like that part of me that wanted to get out of that, but then over time I realized, no, this is where we should be, right here. You know, it's funny how often that works out that way, their bio. That happens a lot. It was the same with my mom. She was like in a really bad job situation, and she was just kind of sticking around because it's funny how we'll put up with a lot of real crappy situations just because we're comfortable, because we know that we're familiar with that setting. So you'll put up with like a lot of garbage just to stay in that realm of familiarity. But if instead you embrace change, you know, and go find something different or something else, most of the time it's always better, you know. It's that fear of the unknown, I think, is what it is. That, oh no, you know. But then it's like, why are we afraid? Why are we in this state of being afraid of the adventures of life? It's a weird thing, you know. It's like we take it so seriously. We take life so seriously sometimes, but other times we take it so casually. I don't know. Just relax. Everything always works out in the end. Well, yeah, nobody gets out of this life alive, so the art of throwing caution to the wind. Cautiousness is okay. I think cautiousness is fine. Fear, or being afraid, that's when you start making terrible decisions, and letting fear steer your life is bad news. Being cautious is alright. Cautiousness is like, don't fall into the wood chipper because you'll die, you know. Like, but I'm not gonna be afraid to use the wood chipper, you know. I know how it works. I'm gonna be very careful when I put the wood into the wood chipper. Cautious, not fearful. Life did not prepare me for these chocolates. Life is a training ground. You're being prepared as you go. Alright, I need more coffee. But no, I'm glad, Mr. Bio, I'm glad you're still supporting what I do, and I'm happy that you figured it out. I knew you would, even though I didn't know there was a problem. Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty cool, Mr. Bio. Sure. We're all winners together, huh? Sharing the spoils of war. All right. Let's get back to work. It's enough babbling about life and stuff. Clay's not gonna sculpt itself. Let's see here. Okay. You like my babbling? Yeah, but yeah. You wouldn't like it if I did it all the time. Have to limit ourselves somewhere. Oh, well, thank you. The funny thing is, it's just the realization that we really do deep down enjoy that that adventure that life gives, even the hard stuff. Because look at how much you enjoy watching like Lord of the Rings. Like, I guarantee you, Frodo Baggins is not having a good time the entire time, but here we are watching with delight, from afar. Frodo Baggins having the most miserable existence possible. Be pretty boring adventure if nothing challenging was happening. Oh yeah? You haven't watched Lord of the... Oh my goodness. Need to get on that one there, Memers. take a look at this reference again here. Hey, what's up, Bomb? Hey, thank you very much for lurking and tuning in. I appreciate that. Breaking the lurk to say hey. Just like that. Like a ghost. Hey, what's up, Colleen? Good morning. Coffee and ibuprofen. Morning cocktail, huh? Would you wake up with a headache? Do what? His hair? So just think of it as a mass, right? Just look at the shape of it. So it's just this flat piece, this thick flat piece of clay. Oh yeah, that's right. I can do this. There we go. Let's take a closer look, shall we? And then once you have that in there, all I did was I textured the front here with the tool, and then I went in and I pushed in layers with the tool as well. Kind of, you can see where it kind of flicked it outwards. It's all about pushing in that depth, because hair has a lot of spots where it just goes in real deep, you know, and that's the key to creating the illusion of hair, is that you have to create those areas of depth. Yeah, right. Pretty much. This is how I did it. Ready? Just like that. And then just. What's up, Kasem? How you doing, man? Good morning. Getting your day started, are you? Are you East Coast? West Coast? Where are you located again? Yeah. Yeah, pretty much I just have the maker of Marvel is very inspired by me, and designed the Thanos glove after just what I do here. I make it look like I'm like using tools to make this all happen, but I'm just secretly muting the microphone and snapping behind the scenes. So West Coast, it's 7 a.m. Oh yeah, okay. Time to wake up. Good morning. Hey, there you go. Yeah, I find that a lot in games, especially competitive games, where it gets to a point where it loses its fun, you know, where the initial charm of the game is gone, and it's just a meta race. Who can do more actions per minute? Who can build things exactly the best way to build things? You know, like, yeah, that's why usually PvP games, when they come out, I like to enjoy them for the first little bit of time that they're out, because they're new. Everybody's on the same playing field. Nobody's figured out the metas yet. It's like super fun. It was the same with Sea of Thieves when it came out. I played it when it first came out, and then now you go and play it. It's like everyone's just super meta, like try hardy. No longer any fun, you know. Unfortunately, that's just always the route that PvP games go. So you can still play PvP games casually, but when you're trying to make a push to be like high ranking and stuff like that, well, better strap in for a different kind of game, because you enjoy just sailing. Okay, there you go. I enjoyed being a pirate and stealing from people. I enjoyed the piratry for sure. But it gets to a point where it's like everybody's doing the same. It's more of the everyone doing the same thing same tactics just because it's the meta and stuff like that. It just becomes less fun. I don't know. I remember at the beginning. So at the beginning of Sea of Thieves, you used to be able to take the explosive kegs. This was before it was like the norm at all. And the explosive kegs, if you were holding one and it would blow up, it wouldn't do any damage to you, but it would do damage to things around you. So we would literally be sailing, and say like a big galleon was chasing us and we were in our little sloop. We'd just have one of us jump off the back holding a keg, swim underwater like a torpedo, and just like run into the enemy ship and just cause all kinds of damage. So it was a lot of fun. So, but of course they changed that now. Fallout 76 is actually pretty good, not gonna lie. Really interesting. I never tried that one. To me, it just looked. To me, I'd rather just play Fallout 4, but I wish the games like Fallout 4 and Skyrim and stuff like that were just co-op. If you ever played the Far Cry series, they do a good job of creating that single player experience that you can also play as co-op. And I really wish they would do that with like the next Elder Scrolls that came out. It's gonna make it a lot easier for me to actually play the game if I can also include my wife. Plus it'd just be cool. I don't want it to be massive online multiplayer. I just want one other person to join. That's it. No Man's Sky. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Mr. Fish? How you doing, man? Yeah, me too. Hey, what's up, Jam Bam? So it doesn't dry. The clay doesn't dry, but if I want to get it to a place where I want to be done with a section, like for example, we're gonna do the arms today. And then once the arms are finished, I'll bake it in the oven. And then that just kind of like locks it in. And now I don't have to worry about messing it up when I'm doing the hands and the weapon and stuff like that. So pretty much that'll be next. Once we do the arms, then we could do the shoulders. And then we have to create the weapon.
Now how may these hands,
Mr. Fish,
be of service to you?
Mr. Fish, thank you very much for the 63 months of support. I appreciate that, man. Hope you've been doing well there, Mr. Fish. Always good to see you. Warframe Tenucon is in 2 days. Oh, really? That'd be cool. That'd be cool to have them come and get a project made for me again at some point. For another community event. It was nice getting involved with the that Warframe community. Most of my work is commissioned, so people will email me, let me know what you're interested in having made, and then we kind of work out some pricing or some different project ideas based around the idea. And then I usually try to present a bunch of different budgets for a project, not just one budget, but and then if one of those is working, then we get them added to the list, and then we move forward from there. So this is the in-between area, but there's going to be the pauldron right here. It's going to be kind of covering it all up. Big old babushka pauldron. Oven time check? What do you mean? What do you mean? Mr. Staffish. But yeah, I agree. I love the design of Dota characters and League of Legends characters and stuff like that. Actually, a funny story. My stream started to get popular when I used to do Dota stuff. Back in the day, I was just doing StarCraft 2 stuff, and then I had somebody from Team Liquid commission a couple Dota characters. And while I was making those Dota characters, I got a lot of attention from the Dota community, and that's what gave me the numbers to apply for partnership way back when I did. Which they denied me because I didn't have enough numbers, but still ended up getting the partnership in the end. But funny how that works out. Yeah, there's a little bit of a Dota stint there. I think I did probably about 3 or 4 different Dota characters. Alright, we need to get this section looking better here. Oh, I do have a piece in the... You're right. You're right. It's a small piece. It's okay. I'll go grab it here in a minute. I found you on my recommended when I was watching Bob Ross Marathon one weekend. Oh, did you ever send that? Like, if you like Bob Ross, you gotta check this guy out. You're gonna like him. He's pretty much modern Bob Ross, but does sculpting instead of painting. It seems the algorithm knows what's up. That's a good thing. The joy of sculpting. I think Bob said every day's a good day when you paint because every day he painted. So therefore, he's defining that every day will be a good day. It's the same mentality. Every day is a good day when I sculpt. And it's even better day when I don't. Because that's my day off. Hey, what's up, Dragon? How you doing? Happy little space marine. Just wandering around, smashing things. He just exists anywhere you want. Yeah, my squirrel pets are just a little bit bigger. Sadie's part squirrel too. Squirrel bear dog. Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Dozab. There we go. Sorry. What's up, Golden Battle Moose? How you doing? Is anybody else here? Yeah, I watched that. I watched that documentary, Hobby House. There's still a part of me that could see that there's another side of the story that's not being told. But based on everything that I've seen, it seems that way too. But there is another side of that story that we don't know. But it seems that way. It definitely seems that way. I'm like 80% there on the same page, but there's always that part of me that reserves myself because we don't really know. We only heard one side of the story, and we all know how issues between people can be multi-sided, you know. So I don't know. It's a bummer if that's the case, that's for sure. to be honest, it makes me a little. If that's the case, it makes me a little bit mad at Bob himself for not. No, burn him all, for not securing his name with his family. You know, not making sure that that they know where they stand with that. You know, to me, it just seems like there's a very lack of communication. You know, which would have stopped that from happening. You know, that's just a lesson we all can take away from that. Make sure you got all your things in order. You know, hindsight, I know, but that is the takeaway we can learn from that, because it's not the first time I've seen families or people's legacies just get torn apart because things aren't clearly defined, you know. So well, no, because remember, he did give half of it to the uncle, but the uncle bought into the bullying to sign it off to back over to them. So legally they do have the right, of course. But Bob should have made sure the uncle knew where he stood with that there's nothing they could have done. He knew what kind of people he was dealing with. He should have told him, like, hey, there's nothing they can do to get this from you, so don't sign it off, you know. And he knew they were coming after it. You know, it's like, I don't know, it would have just taken one conversation, I feel like. But yeah, I don't know. It's definitely interesting, and like I said, it's just important for, I think, for all of us to have our ducks in a row with stuff like that, because I've witnessed it happen in sections of my family where a loved one passes away and the family literally like becomes each other's worst enemies because, you know, squabbling over bits and bobs and stuff, you know, and it's just not it's not cool, man. The only way I see to prevent that from happening is to make it very clearly defined, everything. No room for arguments. Yeah. No, that's fine. That's fine. It's a good tangent, good derail. Folks, make it easy peasy and just will everything to me. There you go. Wait, what's the person that executes the will? Is it the executor? Lone Mountain Knife Co. will be everyone's executor and receiver of all things. Spare your family the burden of money and things by giving it to Lone Mountain Knife Co. He will bear the burden for all of us. How nice of you. Executor does not determine where things go. Executor executes the will of the person deceased, right? So. I will bear the burden of buying big tools, of acquiring lands and titles. How nice of you. You are so gracious. How do you know, Colleen? Tell me more. Colleen's been through it a little bit. But yeah, it is interesting though, man. That documentary was definitely very eye-opening. Like I said, there is a untold side of the story. Can't run to the bank with just one side of the story, unfortunately. But they also refuse to tell their side, so not the hero we deserve. We are so blessed. The kingdom will forever be in your debt. I'll be right back. A few moments here. Alright, just want to get some more coffee going here. It's pretty amazing how much stuff we can gather in a lifetime. There you go. A hobbit scene and a giant undead dragon just right in the garbage. It'd be a sad day, or a very happy day to anybody who's dumpster diving. I was thinking about the Bob Ross thing, though. I think the reason why the other side doesn't make a comment is because it's the argument of just because something is legal doesn't make it morally right, and I think that's the situation. Or everything they've done is completely legal, but is it morally right? I don't think so. And so it's better to just not say anything than to say that out loud, right? So to say, oh, you know, everything we've done has been totally legal and nothing wrong with it. In 7 years? Yeah, I know, right? I can only imagine. I can't imagine. I think I've only been at this place for what, like 3 years? Feels like I've been here a lifetime already. Yeah, I have to get a new cable. I think it's the cable going bad on it. Yeah. 640 to, yeah, that's huge. It's a big difference. It's because when you live in a smaller space, you're very conscious of the things you keep because of that limit of space. As soon as you get more space, you tend to not get rid of things as much as you used to. What's up, 98279287391827? How you doing? A storage room. That's our storage room. You have a whole room for storage? Wait, what? Hey, what's up, Dale? It's like the drawer, the junk drawer. That's what we call that. Everyone has to have a junk drawer. There's always those miscellaneous things that don't have a place, that need a place. Junk drawer is a must. Let's see here. Let me take a look at the reference a little bit here. A junk room full of junk drawers. But you need that stuff for later. The attic, yeah, right. That's the seasonal room. That's where all the seasonal stuff goes. It's so funny, my grandpa, he has two like dressers up in his attic. One for him and one for grandma. And every season he has like a whole set of like clothes that comes down, and then his warm weather clothes goes up. Like, Grandpa, you don't need like 150 flannels, all right? How about just like 7 flannels, enough for a week. Good old Grandpa Al. It's hard to get a good angle here. Seasonal clothes. I have a tote, like a little tote that my shorts go in when it's winter, and my hats and gloves and jackets come out of. Not a whole wardrobe though. I've actually discovered rediscovered the ultimate seasonal changeover clothing for low amount of space. It's those pants that have the zippers right at the knees. You can turn them into shorts. There we go. That's how you do it right there. I just wear shorts and t-shirt year round. I'm definitely a pants wearer. I like wearing pants. Not just mostly for like in the summer, especially like bugs and stuff like that. She has so many clothes. Trying to find a good angle here of this arm meeting area, but not finding it. And I have to just wing it. Okay, it's definitely not as big of a gap as I think. Need to mix some more clay here. Those zip-off shorts should not be made in adult sizes. What do you mean? Look, I'm a dad now. I can get away with stuff like that. I already got my New Balance shoes on pre-order. I feel attacked. I was wandering around yesterday with long socks on and sandals. You ever done that? No, just kidding. I don't do socks and sandals. No, no. There are certain lines the missus wouldn't let me cross. I tell you what, when she found me, I was in pretty bad condition, fashion wise. I was still wearing t-shirts from like junior high and wearing pants that were like 10 sizes too big, but I had like a belt around, you know, so it's all potato sacked up at the top there. Classic. The classic I don't care about how I look wardrobe. Nothing personal, just layer in the winter. Oh yeah? I tell you what, when me and Ina were still just in the dating phase of our relationship, she bought me a whole new wardrobe and had a little Senat Bush fashion show. That's when my wardrobe, that was the day my wardrobe changed. She's like, we're not having this, not anymore. I can see, yeah. Yeah, I don't actually throw clothes away, they just fall off of me one day. And just, you know, just like into like dust, disintegrate, fade away, and then it's like, oh, time for a new shirt. You ever seen oh man, there's this, I think it was a documentary or something I was watching. It's like a t-shirt graveyard. It's like the place all the t-shirts go that get thrown away, or I think it's t-shirts for events. For example, like the Super Bowl, when they make shirts for the Super Bowl, they print the winner, like this team won or this team won. Well, only one team wins. Well, guess what happens to all those shirts that says the other team wins? Goes to like one of these big dumping spots, and it's just this it's like being in a storybook. It's like these giant hills, like mountains of just t-shirts. It's crazy. I think it's the same for like political stuff and crazy world of plenty we live in, just completely destroying it. regs. Oh, just rip it off. That's funny. Probably because he's so stubborn he wouldn't throw it away if she asked him to. So it's so funny. Hey Josh, yeah, I'm doing well, man. How you doing? Friday Eve. Craziest week went by pretty quick. Got a lot of work done though. We're gearing up to have everything shipped out by the middle of next week, so you should expect a email from me soon. Also, she's working on all the editing of the photos and videos that we took, so I think today we'll have the Lalafell post ready, and then only a matter of time before we see our Bowmouse friend up there. Hey, what's up, wise guy? Thanks. Alright, okay, get the shape of that looking right. Let's try and lay that down there. Oh, really? Every once in a while we have to cut Annie's nails. I've had Sadie for 10 years. I've never had to cut her nails. That's because we walk on pavement regularly, so, or like sidewalks or street or whatever. And because of her being bigger dog and heavier, just a natural filing, naturally keeps them filed down. But Annie, even though she walks just as much, is lighter, so not as effective. There you go. What's up, Explosive? Too smooth, yeah. Yeah, I mean concrete and blacktop are much more coarse. You know, I can see our dogs being okay with using a Dremel because they're workshop dogs and they're used to like whizzing and whirling tool sounds and stuff. Sadie's not even affected by the vacuum, which most dogs are. But that's a trust thing too, you know, it took a long time to build that trust that she knows if I'm operating a loud piece of equipment that it's not going to ever harm her, you know. Great way to ruin that is if you're messing around with your dog and you have a vacuum and you just kind of like playing with them. I see people do that. It's like, oh well, now your dog's never going to trust you. It's a good laugh, but you just ruined the trust. Oh, really? She likes that. Vacuum out all the... hair. Oh, really? With the dogs? So, the baby and the dogs? Oh boy. Did you try convincing her not to take the dogs? We don't even do that. Usually if Eno wants to go walk by herself, she'll take Annie, which is easy to manage, but not Sadie. Sadie is she's a good walker, but she has moments of needing some force to restrain, you know. So. Oh boy. Yeah, you gotta be real clever with that one there, Mr. Steve. Once something is in there set in stone, there's no changing it. Don't worry, if it goes catastrophic, if it's a terrible experience, it's all your fault for not joining. Just so you know. Well, if you would have come with me and taken the dogs, and you could handle the dogs. It's all your fault, Mr. Steve. Either way. Or it's a great experience and that you missed out on, and it's a shame that you didn't join in. Missing out on your child's firsts? Wow. Terrible. Yeah, exactly. A worthy sacrifice. Moment of truth. Alright, that's looking pretty good shape-wise. Getting pretty close. No screaming. Oh, yeah, let's do, let's see. Hey, thanks, Ross. Let's take this off.
The break in my heart, well, let in the pain. So patch up the walls, my sons and my
No, Alpha. I'm supposed to get to him every week, but these last weekend has been pretty crazy, so my groove has been thrown off because of the whole green card thing, but I'm getting caught back up, so if you're waiting on a reply, it should only be a matter of time. But yeah, typically I do emails every Sunday, so. My time's so divvied up that one little adjustment can shift everything down.
When the weave comes unravel, there's no use in pitying. We must sing as we're fixing and mend it again. So sing me a song, my sons and my daughters. Sing me a song as we walk the cold land. For the world and its folk will always be pitying.
Hey, thanks, Alpha. Thanks for tuning in and watching the progress, joining in the adventure. Okay, let's see. I figure big enough opportunities can at least wait a week, so I tend to find any decisions made while rushed are not very good ones, so that's why car salesmen are always like, you must buy now. It's like, if I can't wait a week to think on it, then it's probably not a good thing. Don't get me started on car salesman. Sorry. Okay. Had a meeting with the social media department. Sorry about that. We should start doing that. We should start doing. Have to do Zoom meetings with the other departments of CNAP Bush Industries. Just have a bunch of meetings all day and not actually do any work. Sounds good to me. We'll force Ina to wear a different costume for each department that she operates. Alright, just get done with my meeting with the social media department. Now we're gonna have our meeting with the painting department. See how they're doing over there. That's true. So some days to keep her busy, you know, because that's a creative endeavor in itself. Keeping Emma occupied while both of us are busy working on stuff. One of the things we'll do is we'll have access between the workshop and the rest of the house all open, and then I call Emma and I tell her to give something to Mom, and then she goes and gives it to her, and then she gives her something to give to me, and we'll do that back and forth for like good hour and a half, 2 hours of work. And if we do it right, we'll actually give items that belong in the other room, so Emma's actually doing productive work, you know? Like stuff that belongs out in the painting department, give it to her, and stuff that belongs here in the workshop, she gives it to her. So oh, speaking of meeting, I'll be right back. Gotta go take a look at something. I'll be right back. All right. Now I was a meeting with the social media department. I had to discuss a few things. Make sure we're all on the same page. What's up, minivan? Alright, let's get back to work. What department? The liability department. HR? No. Realistically, though, I mean, there's so many facets to what goes on over here. It's hard for me to not see her wanting to be a part of it when she gets older. I think it's a little bit different than, you know, than if I was like a farmer or something, you know. It's like, you want to sculpt, paint, do social media stuff, or do you want to work at McDonald's? What do you want to do? Which would you choose? I just gotta make sure I can get through the teenage years without her hating me by the end of it. That's the challenge. I bet you what will happen is when she gets older, there'll be a role reversal. Because right now I'm the bad cop. Dad's the bad cop, but I bet you when she's gets older, Mom becomes the bad cop and Dad becomes the good cop. Maybe. We'll see. How old is your daughter? Or your baby? Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, that's... Mom is the provider, you know, in those younger years. It's the same for me, too. I tell you what, though, even though I can tell she's using me to delay bedtime, those times when she, like, wants to come give me a big old hug or kiss, just to use me to delay the bedtime coming. Even though I know that it's not even real, I still enjoy it. Like, this is nice. Even though it's fake. Yeah, exactly. Little manipulator. Yeah. Emma started doing this thing where she wakes up in the middle of the night and climbs into our bed. Because her crib is like adjacent to our bed. So the top of our bed is like right where the crib goes up, you know? So it's like a step down almost. Well, she now, in her sleep, she's not even fully awake, climbs into her bed. I wake up in the morning and she's laying there. It's like, alright. That's a new thing. Alright, let me see here. Okay, so I think what we do now is we're going to just kind of finish what's here. and then we can bake it. Nice, Mr. Steve. You know, it's a great place to check for books is thrift stores. Insane amount of just brand new, pretty much not used books. And it's like 88 cents for a book or something like that. That's what we do. Not a lot of, I think also a lot of parents don't eat. A lot of parents resort to technology for that stuff instead of a good old-fashioned book. So that means there's less of a value on them by most people, which means you can get them cheap and find plenty of them. So, well, I mean, Goodwill is a thrift store, but yeah, definitely got a lot of good quality. And I'll actually keep an eye out for books that are really, really good quality books that maybe she's not old enough for yet. That are just like really nice, like got really nice artwork and stuff in them. Get them for a couple bucks. Look on the back, and the book costs like 20 bucks brand new. So. Alright, let's start doing our weathering effect here. All done, huh? Done enough. Well, some progress is better than no progress, right? Oh yeah, it could be. I mean, all those power armor ideas are pretty much the same thing, you know, if you think about it. Same concept, just different universe. And thank you. Thank you very much.